Hello, VYG. We are back today with our series Better Than Google. And today is episode 16. And we brought to you today, guys, a question that many young people, they ask to Google. And I can even say, Sister Canon, not only young people, even adults, many people, they make this question. And for sure, many also they have done what this question says, right?
Yes, Pastor.
Okay, then for you to understand what I mean here, do you know what is the question, Assistant Ken? Assistant Rinesh.
Yes, Pastor. Why do people make excuses?
Yeah. Why do we make excuses? And we speak about something, Assistant Ken, that many people they do.
Yes, Pastor. Many people they tend to make excuses when they don't fulfill their duties, Pastor.
Yeah. Then I believe that you used to be someone that used to give it many excuses, or am I wrong with that point?
Yes, Pastor. When I would not do my homework, I would make excuses to my teacher, saying that I had a lot of work to do at home, so I make many excuses, Pastor.
Okay, you know that, Sister Rinesh, excuse is something that, as he said, when the person doesn't want to fulfill their duties, they will try to bring excuses to cover up something, right?
Yes, Pastor. People who usually don't do their work or are not responsible, maybe they are given such a certain task and they don't fulfill it on time, then some people tend to make excuses in order to avoid trouble.
Yeah, you just said something that is quite interesting, right? Because I believe even before you give the answer for Google, there is something that many people they end up doing. Because when you're giving an excuse concerning something, guys, it's like you are trying to avoid trouble. Because the person is trying to avoid trouble, they prefer to give an excuse just to avoid the pain of something. Because as I just said there, Sister Rinesh, imagine that the person you even mentioned at this point, they have to submit their homework. It was passed on to them for them to hand over that project, let us say, on Tuesday. Then come Tuesday, the project's not ready. And there will be requests, why have you not submit your project? And then the person will try to avoid, to be in a tough moment, to be in trouble. And they will even give an excuse that, I didn't have much time, or maybe I was sick or something happened there in my house, I could not make it. Then the person will give an excuse trying to avoid trouble, try to avoid something else, but the excuse, it will not prevent the person to be in trouble. Because imagine that the person has to submit the project on that day, and on that day the person have not done because something happened, then they just give an excuse there to avoid something worse. But yet in the end, Sister Canon, they have to submit the project. They cannot just every single time when it comes for me to submit my project, I will just give excuse. They can't do that.
Yes, Pastor. Because the more we give excuses, the more we don't do the things we are supposed to be doing.
Yeah, and then in the worst scenario, Sister Rinesh, it will just pile up, right?
Yes, Pastor. So when someone doesn't do their work and they keep on delaying things, then what happens is that everything just piles up in the last minute, and that person gets overloaded, or we can say stressed out, Pastor.
Yeah, and then the person just you. I believe it's like this. As more as you keep giving excuses, like you are building a mountain, and every single time you are giving that excuse, you add more, I can say, a block on that mountain. And that mountain of block of stone is just growing and growing and growing. And when the person, they don't realize, that mountain just fall on that person, because he just built something, made so many excuses. And sooner or later, all that thing to come down, because there's no work. then as more as the person keep giving excuses, like they just put themselves into trouble, because life is not made of excuses, Sister Ines.
Yes, Pastor. Life is something that it goes on. I think there is something I saw once that it's like walking on a treadmill. It's something where you exercise. Okay, so if you keep on walking, then you will be in a one certain position. But if you stop, but the treadmill will keep on going, and then you will go away from it. So same thing is with life. You cannot keep on making excuses. Life is hard. There are certain things that has to be done, and we cannot run from it. We have to fulfill it.
Yes. And if you don't fulfill, Sister Keno, then
Pastor, I think that the people that make excuses, they are less reliable. If they have a boss, or if they're working, their employers might rely less on those who give excuses, Pastor.
yeah, I believe because we cannot trust in a person who, always they come up with an excuse for something. It's like this, it's like the person they are trying to avoid their lack of responsibility, give excuses. And in life, as you even said there, Sister Ines, life is not made of excuses. We cannot give excuse for everything. Then I believe that when a person they keep give excuse for everything in their life, guys, they just become, as you said, right? They're not.
They're less reliable.
Yeah, and that is a problem. That is a problem because people won't be able to trust on you because they already know. Okay, they will give. This person will give an excuse again. I already know what's gonna happen. I even say they can already predict it. What the person will say again, right? But anyway, let us see here what it says in the Google concern giving excuse. It says, why do you give excuse? Making excuse is a natural human response. We are social animals, and we care what others thinking about us, and want to fit in. Rather than face uncomfortable conversations and feelings, we make excuses and avoid responsibility. People who make excuses may feel happy in the moment because they have avoided a bit of pain, and I do agree with that. I believe that was an answer from Google. Very interesting, because like the person feel less pain, right? Because they just avoid something. But it does not mean because you just give excuse that you sorted out the problem, you solve the issue. Because you give an excuse, you avoid pain on that moment, but the problem is there. As you say, Keno.
Yes, Pastor. I would like to say that instead of giving excuses, we should look for the solution for the problems, Pastor.
Yeah, that's the best thing to be done. And I even believe in that searching for solution is something that each one of us we need to do. Because if something happens, let us say concerning your education, concerning your work, concerning any other issue in your life, then instead of you trying to come up with an excuse, try to search a solution. Try to find a way to solve the thing. Or even say, as Sister Ines, the best thing to be done, it is the person to be sincere.
Yes, Pastor. Being sincere at the moment, of course, giving an excuse can, maybe save you some bit of trouble or something. But sooner or later, what if the truth gets exposed? What will people, think like, oh, this guy is not, someone that I can trust on. But if you be sincere, okay, I made a mistake, I'm sorry, I'll do better next time. Then the person will at least know that they have accepted their mistake and that person can improve, they can move on.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. It is you be sincere. Because when you are sincere, it's like you are exposing the truth. And as you are showing the truth instead of you be hiding with the excuse, you become someone much more reliable. Because people already know, okay, if this person, they are not able to do something, or if something is requested from them, they will not come up with excuses. They will be sincere. And that is all about life, sincerity. We need to be sincere, guys, in many things in our life. That's the reason why, the Lord Jesus even says in His word, and I do love this Bible verse, because for me, it's just a reminder, Sister Keno, of not giving excuses in anything in our life. Then Jesus said the following, guys. it says that, but let your yes be yes, and your no, no. Whatever is more than this is from the evil one. It's so clear, right? Let your yes be yes, let your no, no. Meaning, don't give excuse. Then maybe you'll give excuse for everything. Maybe you give excuse the reason why you're always getting late at school, right? Have you done this, Sister Ines?
Yes, Pastor.
Then I say, share here with that a little bit. Don't worry, the time doesn't come as well.
So, Pastor, so what would happen is that I would say, okay, this time I would go by myself to school, and what would happen? I would get late. So I would, keep on. It's like giving an excuse to myself. Okay, next time I won't let this thing happen. I'll improve. But the same thing would happen. So, I believe what I should have done at that moment is to be sincere. Okay, I'm someone who gets late, and this thing has to stop. I cannot be, going at this time, at this thing. So, being sincere with myself will solve the issue, Pastor.
Do you remember any excuse that you have done? I believe even before come to the VYG, before you get converted. Any excuse that you gave it, man, then you just did not turn out the way that you expected?
Well, Pastor, in school, I used to go to school late, Pastor, and then I would give an excuse that I woke up late. But actually, I woke up early. But then, in the time that I was given, I was very lazy with the things I had to do. Showering, taking a bath, I would take a lot of time. Eating my food, I would take a lot of time. But then when I reached school, when it was time to go to school, I was very lazy to go to school. So when I reached school, I would give an excuse that I woke up late.
Yeah, the truth it was you just try to avoid something. Excuse. And it's like sometimes you're just trying to give an excuse because you're concerned about what people they will say or what people they will think about you if you don't give that excuse. But guys, I'm here to say to you, we are here to say to you that the best thing to be done is to be sincere. Then stop giving excuses for everything in your life. Be sincere. For example, have you made a mistake? Have you done something that you know you should not do? Then instead of you giving an excuse for that mistake or trying to cover up that mistake with an excuse, be sincere. Tell the truth. Let your yes be yes. Something happened there in your workplace. You could not fulfill your duties or your responsibility. Be sincere. Don't give excuse. Don't try to say, I'm so sorry, I could not prepare this thing here because maybe a cat came in the office and have caused the huge disturbance inside. Then the cat is the response for that thing, right? Instead of you to look like silly or look like what are you saying there, it's better you be sincere. Tell the truth. Tell what's happening. I just messed up here. I should not done like this. Then be sincere. Don't give excuse. Be sincere. I believe if we can hold it, that's the word, a phrase that I want to highlight here. Can you see? I don't know, I think I'm blind. It's written there. Be sincere. Right? Be sincere. Then be sincere, guys. Instead of you give excuses, be sincere to everyone, to everything, and above all, be sincere as well towards yourself. Because we also tend to give excuse to our own self. And if you give excuse to your own self, you can even try to give excuses to God. And if there is someone that you cannot give excuse to God, guys, because He knows everything, right?
Yes, Pastor. God sees everything we do. We cannot hide anything from Him, Pastor.
Yeah, then I believe Rinesh, God's the worst one for someone to try to give excuse.
Yes, Pastor.
Why?
Because God is not a human. Of course, He sees all things. If you give excuses to your mom or dad, okay, maybe you'll get away with it. But God is not human. That's the answer, Pastor.
Yeah, He knows everything. He knows. And instead of you to try to give excuse to Him, be sincere because He knows. So, guys, that is the answer for this episode from today. Be sincere. Why do you give excuse? Well, because you're not sincere. Then be sincere starting from today and no longer give excuse. And you can even start now, not giving any excuse as the reason why you're not attending the Sunday life that we have on Sundays, or maybe the real talk that we have on Tuesday, because sometimes many young people, they say, I cannot come to the Sunday life because
Pastor, I used to be one of those who used to give excuses to come to the BYG. I used to give excuses that I have work to do at home, that I have homework to do. I have to make a lot of excuses.
And know that excuse in the end it was all lies, right?
Yes.
How about you? You did it.
So giving excuses won't get you to the Sunday life. There's a reason why we are trying to invite you for the Sunday life. There's a lot of there's activities. We can also learn things as well from the Sunday life, especially from the real talk as well.
Yeah, then don't give excuse, BYG. They can join as one of our, BYG meeting. So guys, that's it from today. We finalize here our Better Than Google. Then before they go, Rinesh, what they should do?
Like and comment.
Subscribe.
Yeah, that's true, guys. Then, that's it from today. We finalize here our series. And then may God bless you guys. And remember, be sincere and don't give excuse.